Thank you, sir.
Take me out to the ball game.
He's gone.
Take me out with the crowd. Bobby something that goes back to Jackson. I don't care if I ever get back. I will throw up to the whole team.
He's gone.
They don't finish it.
You mean this guy doesn't say the F word?
1, 2, 3 strikes me out of the old ball game.
That guy doesn't say the F word?
You know what it is? He wants to be back in Chicago, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's the whole
He's
issue.
not going back,
And
though.
he's not going, and it's fried his brain. He's fried his brain like
My
a little egg.
Ditka. Hey, how's he going to get on a radio call-in show and tell some guy he'll kick his ass?
I won't be doing that no more, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Good health, Mike, and I wish anything you wish yourself. Same to you, Larry. God bless you. Mike Ditka. Good guy.
Right. Praise the Lord, Larry. That's what I say to you. We'll be right back. It's a second.
Okay.
Someone subscribed Mike O'Mara to a subscription to Out Magazine.
Many months ago, that happened. And
There are many moons in that magazine.
I've been receiving my copies of Out Magazine on a regular basis.
If we put them out on the coffee table in our office along with all of the other magazines.
Right next to our penthouse and our gallery.
Now, and true, someone sent us Gallery Magazine.
Right, keep them coming, folks.
Today, Mike got a letter that was sent out to all subscribers. I'm going to read you the letter, which is funny enough.
Right.
And then you'll understand what we're going to do.
Okay.
It says, Dear subscriber, since we began publishing Out Magazine 6 years ago, we've offered our subscribers the option of receiving their copies in an opaque wrapper to protect their privacy, meaning that they send it in a plain brown wrapper.
Right.
We recently learned that our printer erred and shipped a number of copies of our June issue in a clear plastic wrapper to subscribers who had requested the other wrapper.
Out is here.
Right? Now, maybe there would be people not as open as you and I.
Yeah, it didn't matter to me at all. I don't even remember what kind of wrapper it came in. All I know is I think I've gotten a couple of them in the paper wrapper and a couple of them in the clear wrapper, and it didn't matter either way.
So it says, please accept my personal apology if your copy of Out was not wrapped as you requested, and for any problems it may have caused.
Just want to say, Don, it's sad. It's sad that we live in a world where someone can't receive their copy of Out Magazine. Thank you, Rob. And and be ashamed of it, like it's got to be hidden, like it's something awful.
Well, I'll tell you something, Mike.
Yes, Don.
I am upset. It's a well-guarded secret that I read Out Magazine, and I frankly didn't like that all of the other people here, why, John Pop saw that.
I know.
Robbie Spiewak saw that.
Robbie saw it. Everybody saw it. It was sitting out there for all eyes to see.
Donna, the lady from England that works upstairs, she saw it. Everybody saw a copy of Out Magazine. So what we're going to do right now is call Out Magazine and tell them that we're upset that we didn't get our magazine in the plain brown wrapper.
And we are just furious. It's ridiculous. Can't you just send it the way you've always sent it? Why are you playing around with the plastic clear?
Please. We're so upset. Now Out Magazine has outed us.
Calling Out Magazine. If you know the extension of the person you are calling, you may enter at any time.
One moment, please.
I've dialed Steve Pippin.
Excellent.
He's the editor. And we're very upset about this. And someone tell Charlie Stossel we're not doing an impression of him.
No, Charlie, we're not.
Remember, Charlie was very mad earlier this week when he screamed at us in the theater.
He's a very upset man.
Can you do a more faggy impression of me? That's what he said.
Hello, this is Steve Pippin. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk right now, but leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as I can. Thanks.
Yes, hello, Steve.
Steve.
Steve, this is Don and my life partner, Mike.
We're a little concerned about the copy of Out that we recently received. It came to the office in a clear wrapper.
And we normally got it in the plain brown opaque wrapper, and everybody said, oh, look, Don and Mike have got a copy of Out Magazine. And Steve Pippin, can I tell you something? Everybody's put two and two together that we're pitching and catching now.
Our secret is no longer safe. Everyone knows, and I think that they're doing a great deal of giggling.
And when are we going to see some articles about Hello Gorgeous? Do you know that this beautiful restaurant, museum, shrine to Barbra Streisand in San Francisco is closed down now, Scott Pippen?
I really think...
Steve Pippen.
Steve Pippen. I really think it would be Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
Isn't he a basketball player?
He's dreamy.
Are you any relation to Scottie Pippen?
Oh, he's dreamy. How do we get a real person here? Hold on.
Your message has been sent.
Thank you.
One moment, please.
Hello?
Now we're being put through. I think, back to the front desk.
Back to circulation. I always enjoy that name for something in a newspaper. Circulation.
Circulation.
How's your circulation?
Check my circulation after everybody saw our copy of Out magazine.
Oh, I know. Your blood was boiling. Your blood pressure was up.
Hello, you've reached Out Magazine's corporate mailbox. Please press the star sign now for a company directory. Otherwise, leave a message after the... If you know the extension of the person you are calling,
all right, I'll try another one.
Enter it any time.
One moment, please.
This is the PR director, the promotional director for the magazine. His name is Alberto Rojas.
Alberto. Latin.
Saucy salsa-like man.
Fantastic. I go to Rio de Janeiro. Oh, boy. I'll tell you something. People were talking. They never knew anything.
Everybody was talking.
They never knew anything before until we received our magazine.
And now they've put two and two together.
Of course, we should add our favorite magazine.
Hello? Oh, damn it.
Out Magazine, can I help you?
Yes, finally, a real person. Thank you. Listen, my name is Don, and this is my friend Mike.
How do you do?
What can I
Hi.
help you with?
We're doing
after hours.
We're doing a radio show right now. We're doing an all-gay radio show. Radio from the standpoint of two men who are out, but not all the way out.
I'm just going to stop you here because the office is closed right now already.
Okay. Can you help me with something? Listen,
I cannot.
we normally get our Out magazine in a brown wrapper, yet it has come this month in a plastic
You know
wrapper.
what, guys? I don't want to hang up on you. I'm picking up the phone next to a messenger. I'm telling you that the office is closed.
Well, it came in a clear wrapper, though.
And everybody figured out that we're gay. Out magazine outed us.
Well, they're not very sensitive. You would think they'd be a little more sensitive.
You would think so.
I am so upset.
All right, here's a guy who says he was in Out magazine.
Hey, Don and Mike, this is Lee.
Yes, Lee, hello.
Hey, I'm straight as can be, but check this out. We were at JMU, and we were campaigning for Oliver North, and we all got in our boxers, and we're standing there with North signs.
Did you say you were campaigning for Oliver North?
Yes, I did.
Oh, he's an absolute barbarian. He's a total barbarian. His head is completely square.
Square head.
Absolutely. But check it out. It came out in March.
Why were you working for someone like Oliver North?
Oliver North is just a mallet head.
Well, he's kind of dreamy, though.
No, he's not.
I don't think that he looks favorably upon homos, does he?
No, I think he's a bit homophobic. Are you by any chance homophobic?
Slightly, yeah.
Yes, of course you are.
Read this caption.
You know, we don't really like homophobes.
Okay.
Were you in the magazine or not?
I was, right in the centerfold, and I'm sure a lot of magazines
Did you pose
together.
Did you pose naked in the centerfold?
It appears to be.
Excuse me. Out magazine does not have a centerfold. I read Out.
It was right in the inside story, my friend.
It's not my friend. It's not a centerfold.
Well, it
Seems to me that any guy that would pose naked in the magazine was trying to tell the world something.
Absolutely. Do you think you have latent homosexual tendencies, perhaps?
Maybe not blatant.
No, I said latent.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Like
sir.
deep-seated, not blatant.
Check it out. It says, leggy North supporters pose at their Virginia college for the movie Ollie's Army.
I don't believe that you ever posed for Out magazine.
I don't think you were ever in Out magazine. I think you're lying.
I'm going to come to your show.
Did you show
You're going to come to our show and what?
And I'll show you the picture, my friend.
Did you show your Danny's? Did you show your Danny's pony?
I certainly did.
You did.
Potatoes, baby.
No, Out magazine doesn't have nude pictures in it.
It's close enough.
No, now you just said you showed everything.
Do they have nude pictures in Out magazine?
No, they
Mike?
don't. No.
They don't. Oh, really?
I'm
they don't?
almost certain they don't.
Really?
I have thumbed through that magazine. Every time I get it, I always look through it. I don't think they have any nude pictures in there. They might have something like in the back, but I don't think they have. Well, we've got a couple of copies of it.
Check out March 95 in your archives.
Oh, all right. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Young Republicans for North.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for Dr. Homo.
He was just here, sir. I'm all homoed out right now. How much can you ask of me in one day, sir?
I can totally understand.
All right, come on. Goodbye.
Later.
Goodbye. Hello, Ollie.
I love you.
Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, I'm a postal worker from Merrifield, and we look through all the magazines, and they're right. They don't show any nude photos.
That's right. That's right. I thought I was right about that.
Hey, nice to know postal workers. Well, I guess what else are they going to do? You don't open mail, do you? Just read magazines and stuff?
The ones with no addresses, we put in lockers.
Ollie, I wish he'd change it back to Oliver.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes, hi, this is Trudy Martsky.
Trudy Martsky.
Yes, hello, Trudy.
Yes, this is Rudy Martsky's gay legitimate son.
Okay, hello. Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Yes, hi.
Hey, I got a number 2 story for you.
A number 2 story?
Are you ready to hear something like that?
I don't know. Gee, much as I'd like to. Why don't you write it down and send it to me?
Oh, I can send it for a request to marry Susan, huh?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
No, you mumbled that. We didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I could fax that in to send it in to Susan to marry her.
You know, it's amazing. When you slow down, it's not any clearer.
Yeah, right. Like Susan's going to marry you. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Jackass. Simpson. Hello, last call. Don and Mike. Hello.
Hey, Don, do y'all get the magazine Leg Action?
Leg Action? No, we don't. What is that? Is that a porn magazine?
Yeah. I had a friend of mine call me who was a bridesmaid in my wedding, was so excited she made the cover of it.
Leg Action?
Yeah.
What's it about? Just legs?
Well, it shows everything, but I guess it focuses on legs and feet.
Like, we've had some of those feet magazines. I'll tell you something. Those magazines are funny. And I remember one time we read some of the letters to the editor. Do you remember that in the foot fetish magazines?
Yeah, about sucking toes and all that good stuff.
Gross. All right, thank you. All right, don't say goodbye. That's okay.
He sounded frustrated for some reason.
Hurt my feelings. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
The Don and Mike Show on 98.1 The Peak. Last
I
night.
used your trick, about saying I was from Hollywood and I was a friend of Michael Douglas. So,
well, now, hold on a second, Kiki. Tell us the whole story.
Well,
did you call Carl Malden at his home, or did you call him at a hotel?
At the hotel. He's staying at LaFont Plaza Hotel. And
how'd you find out he's staying there?
Because I saw him going up on the elevator.
What'd you call him for, Kiki?
I called him to see if he wanted to come down and join me for a drink. And he said, well, he had to get up the next morning to go to an event at the post office. And I said, well, are you alone? And he said, yes. And I said, well, I'm not interrupting anything, am I? And he said, no. And it sounded exactly like him. And I said, well, Michael Douglas told me whenever, you came to town that I should, see you and entertain you. And he says, well, that's really nice of Mikey.
Oh, Mikey.
Now he's going to call Michael Douglas up, and he's going to go, listen, Michael, this woman with cheese-laden breasts.
Wait a minute.
I don't need, hey, Michael, this is Carl Malton. I don't need your whores calling me when I'm on the road.
Wait a minute. No. But anyway, he apologized, and he thought, thank you for inviting me, but I have to get up early in the morning.
Well, now, when you called the front desk.
Yeah, I just called. I said.
They put you right through?
Yeah, I said, this is Hollywood calling. Could I please speak to Mr. Malden? And they said, just a minute, and put me right through.
Now, if he had come down there to have it, were you, in the hotel?
Yeah, I was in the hotel phone booth.
In the phone booth. Let me ask you something. If Carl Malden had said to you, come on up and have a drink, would you have betted him?
Just to see him, yeah, just to see what he looked like.
What is it about Carl Malden, Kiki? Have you always had the hots for him?
No, I just, he's a star, I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, but I believe
What about that schnoz, though?
I don't know. I mean, how old do you think the guy is now?
About 100?
Yeah, he's got to be pushing 90.
But, I mean, what is he doing at the post office? I don't know. He didn't say.
Too bad you didn't have that drink, Kiki. You could have found out all about that.
Anyway, I just thought I'd let you all know that he was in town, so if you want to call him, I mean,
Well, no, you've already used the great bit of saying that Michael Douglas gave you the number.
Hey, I got it from you guys. It works.
Thank you, Kiki.
Later.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Cub reporter Kiki, everybody.
Hi, Carl. This is Kiki. Come on down and have a drink. I've already had 10.
Kiki with she's laden breast. Do you remember when she came down here? She's got really big yambos.
Yes, they go everywhere, too. She freed them and, different molecules in her breasts tried to find different corners of the room.
All right, let's call up to our office now.
Hello?
Hello, Peterson?
Yes.
This is Peterson. All right. How are you finding the office, Peterson?
Oh, we're finding the office very nice.
All right, now, for the benefit of everybody listening who's never been in our office, and it's the nicest office we've ever had. We're real proud of it.
Right.
Mr. Peterson, will you describe the setting in which you're going to be bedding your wife today?
Yes, it's I call it a executive's office, nice executive desk and the leather chair, which we're trying to determine if we can use or not.
No, please don't.
Go ahead. Go ahead, really.
No.
This time, go ahead. Go ahead and use that leather chair. As somebody that's had my sofa used forever, go ahead and just go crazy. Go wild. Do it like dogs on that leather chair.
Stop it.
I admire your CD collection. A lot of CDs in here.
Leave all of your snail trails, though, on the couches, please.
No.
Okay, no problem. But it's a very nice office. And the leather couches and nice table.
Where do you think you're going to start?
We'll probably start on the big couch.
Start on the big couch.
Start on the big couch and work our way from there.
Of course.
All right, well, enjoy. Make sure you lock the door. No one will come up and bother you.
Okay.
And, do what you need to do.
We will.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, Petersons.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, another Monday of wearing my overalls to work.
There's Mr. and Mrs. Peterson.
My painter's pants.
They are currently up in the office. Now, Chuck Stossel's here to talk movies, and we're going to bring him in next.
This is the Dawn and Mike Show.
Yeah.
Oh, don't lie to us, Charlie.
Everyone
we know
loves
the truth. We know the truth.
Right up until the very end when I was walking out the door and she said, "Exit's over here."
Oh, jeez.
She's very Gen X-ish, the manager of that theater.
Yeah.
I thought you were the manager of the theater. You're her boss?
No, I do marketing for the company.
I never knew that was your job.
I have said that over and over and over.
So you don't supervise her directly so that when she exclaimed, "This is my theater," you couldn't look around, turn around and say, "No, this is my theater."
No. When she did that, I just went, "Oh, Christ, this is going to get on the air."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it
That's
did.
Okay.
It did. I guess my favorite Charlie Stossel moment of last Monday, when you were nice enough to give us a theater for everybody to watch Lethal Weapon, was when you were complaining about the way that we were imitating you.
And the impression.
And as Charlie's walking up the stairs, the theater that we were in is a big upstairs, and you have to walk up miles of stairs.
Right.
And he's making his way up the stairs. He says real loud, "And can you make my impression a little faggier?"
I always aim to please. But, you missed the movie that Mike and I.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Please do.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to go see There's Something About Mary.
You want to see two guys that were in convulsive fits in the theater watching this movie.
That's what I hear, Chuck.
The thing I was saying, and I saw it again last night in a crowded theater, and it was different. It was because you and I were a good audience for this. We really were. And we started twisting around and convulsing. And when I saw it with a few more people, I was telling you this today, my impression was the laughs were not as significant due to the fact that people were maybe embarrassed or feeling a little politically incorrect if they laughed out loud.
It's not a terribly politically correct film,
No,
especially right at the beginning. My baseball.
Stop talking about it, though, because I'm going to go see it tomorrow.
The dog.
Okay, come on now. Stop. La, 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 la. I can't hear you. Wait, Charlie, don't do that. Come on, I've been purposely waiting all week.
We could tell you 2 or 3 funny scenes that will not ruin.
Yes,
we're
it
not
will.
going to.
Yes, it will.
You think it will?
Yeah, because the movie is filled, as I said before, it's got all these little pieces that you got to experience yourself.
All right, let's talk more about There's Something About Mary on Monday.
What I'm doing.
Okay, shut up, Charlie.
I'm never doing that again. I'm never going to a movie and seeing it because that's something like this happens and you want to share it with everybody.
Exactly, you do.
And you can't do that.
Well, just Something About Mary, and I think Mike will agree, might be one of the funniest movies in the last 4 or 5 years.
I agree.
And the laughs are, Mike mentioned this walking out of the theater, the laughs are genuine. You're not trying to force it.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually trying to hold back. And I think that if Mike and I were in a theater full of crowded people, we actually might have been tossed out because we were being so loud and rocking back and forth and banging our fists. And
the only knock on the movie, and I said this before, a few too many long moments where you're waiting for the next gag and a little less time, I wish, between some of the gags. But when you do get the gags, they're worth it.
And imagine the fun I'm going to have tomorrow night when we finally go to see the movie. You know who I'm going with? I'm going with the Reverend and his wife.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, praise the Lord. All right, so There's Something About Mary. That's one movie that's out there.
Yes.
Now, what about, isn't that Tom Hanks movie opening tonight?
No, that's next week, is the amazingly violent Saving Private Ryan.
How come there's so much press about that now, then?
It's just the hype. This is an Oscar movie. come the end of the year, you're going to hear about this at Oscar time. It's 3 hours. It's a great dramatic film. And the last 20 minutes, a lump in your throat if you don't have tears running all over your face. Not that I had either of those because, I'm not a terribly sensitive man.
Have you seen Banned from Television?
No, I haven't, and I want to see that.
I was just saying, that's something that brought tears to my eyes yesterday.
I want to see that woman on the train.
That's the best part of that whole video is the last 2 minutes.
I would love to borrow that tape, Rob.
Yeah, that train brought tears to her eyeballs.
I bet it did.
You always believe Jason Vesey, don't you, Mike?
Jason Vesey's word is gospel, Don.
See, Jason Vesey's the guy that loaned us the tape, and he said that the woman's eyeballs pop out of her head.
I imagine a lot of her just blew apart.
Well, you can't even tell, though.
He has some sort of super slow-mo on his VCR that he watched again and again and again.
And he was able to identify an eyeball.
One of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
All right, Chuck, what are the movies that are out this weekend, opening
the other
today?
one, Mask of Zorro. This movie, you would think would suck.
I know this movie sucks.
Don, I'm telling you, if you like a Raiders of the Lost Ark type film, this is such a fun movie.
I hate this guy. Who's the guy?
Antonio Banderas?
Yeah, someone tell that guy off.
He's good in the movie.
No, he's too swarthy.
If there's any reason to go, it's for the girl in the movie. Her name's Catherine Zeta.
Notice how we stopped talking when
she does look like a hottie.
Oh my God! You want this woman is amazing. She plays the daughter of Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins is Zorro.
Right.
He gets out of prison after.
That got a big laugh from Rob right away.
After 20 years, and
was he like olden time Zorro?
Yes.
Is he supposed to be like the retired Zorro?
Well, no, he got caught and got thrown in jail. Zorro is a bandit and like like a Robin Hood type guy, stealing from the rich, giving to the poor.
You want to make that movie funny? You cast Marlon Brando as the old Zorro.
They already did that movie and made it funny. That movie's called Zorro the Gay Blade. I'm not kidding. That movie's really funny. You ever seen that?
This is not a funny movie, though. It's not trying to be funny.
I know. I'm just mentioning another
Zorro
the Gay Blade starring George Hamilton.
I won't see anything that has the word gay in it.
Right, Charlie.
Wouldn't you? Isn't that one of your top 5 movies?
I love that movie. I swear to God, that movie is so funny. Because George Hamilton plays both Zorro and Zorro, his gay twin brother.
Maybe I should watch it.
So, like, when the gay Zorro comes out, his Zorro suit is real faggy looking, and he's got, in the back of a taxi cab where they have those little furry balls that are hanging in the window?
Yes.
He's got those coming from the bottom of his hat, and he comes out and goes, 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar. All who like Zorro, stand up and holler. And he's very queer. It's funny.
I'm sure it is.
All right, let's talk about the Zorro movie that's out today.
Anthony Hopkins is the old Zorro. He gets out of jail. His daughter, this Catherine Zeta-Jones, amazing, handsome woman. She ends up becoming attracted to the new Zorro, who is Antonio Banderas, and he starts, Anthony Hopkins is training the new Zorro how to do this, how to do that, and eventually uses him to get back at the Spanish governor who is slaving people to dig gold in California.
Should teach him how to wipe his brow. Antonio Banderas is way too sweaty. He's, see him in the movie with Sylvester Stallone?
Copland?
No, not Copland.
That was a joke.
I know the one you're talking about.
That was a joke.
Right, where he's up in a tower.
Assassins, I think?
Yeah, Assassins.
Yeah.
Super sweaty in that.
Yeah,
He doesn't speak well. He fractures the language.
He's like Arnold, but he's very good in the movie. It's a great fun movie. I really did. I was very surprised by the movie. It's a great week for movies with Something About Mary, and then next week with Private Ryan.
You basically think Antonio Banderas just a couple of notches above Fabio, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely. I'd like to see them play Celebrity Jeopardy together.
Menu choices.
So is that the only new one this weekend?
That's it.
Zorro?
That's it. Well, it's Zorro and Something About Mary.
When did Something About Mary open?
Last Wednesday. Well, 2 days ago.
Isn't that weird that a movie opens in the middle of the week?
No, occasionally movies will open on a Wednesday. You get a little bit of a jump, and then you kick into the weekend.
Is this movie, Something About Mary, going to set some records as far as comedies?
I don't think it will do. I really don't think it's going to do that great at the box office. Maybe it'll do $50 or $60 million because I think that people will hear how there's some sick humor in this movie. And I think it'll turn some people off. I really do. And some of the reviews have been absolutely scathing about this movie for that very reason, that it's very graphic, it's very bathroom
Makes me want to see it.
Well, it makes guys like us, we would want to see it, but it's not for everybody.
But I call that payoff.
All right, Charlie, one last thing for him. I'm reading here in the paper. Did you hear about Mike Myers' new movie?
The Austin Powers sequel?
No. Mike Myers is going to make Scooby-Doo. And he's going to play Scooby-Doo. I'm not kidding. I read that in the news today.
Is he going to be in a dog suit?
Expect the unexpected from Mike Myers. Austin Powers is writing a live-action version of Scooby-Doo for Warner Brothers. Mike Myers will star in the film.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be the dog.
No, it's Scooby-Doo is confronted
Maybe
by
he'll be Shaggy.
Dr. Evil.
All right, get out of here. Have you,
All right.
have you heard from your ex-wife who went lesbian on you?
Have I heard from her recently?
Yeah, since we last.
About a month ago.
So you've heard from her since we've last talked about her on the show.
Actually, I saw her when I was down in that area doing some work. Had lunch with her.
Really?
Yeah, I made the invitation again, and it was turned down.
You're a real trooper to be able to do that.
I know.
Better man than we would be.
Right. I wouldn't be able to.
No way.
Bring back too many bad
There,
memories.
of course, is that thought in the back of my head. Maybe she'll bring me home, and there'll be something waiting.
Still
for
get
me.
her gifts or anything like that? Like bring her a couple of flannel
Would
shirts?
you bang her?
No.
Would you bang her just one last time if she offered?
No.
No? Let me tell the people from Channel 7 who were in here exactly what's going on. Bring them back in, will you? Because they were walking around scouting out the
Tell
room.
them everything about it.
No, hey, a guy from Channel 7, camera guy. This is Charlie Stossel.
How you doing? Don't dare turn that camera off.
His wife left him because she's a lesbian.
Thank
she
you
found
very
out after she was married to him, she found out that she was a lesbian.
That's what I need. Thank you. Thank you, Don. Anybody else you want to tell?
We thought we'd add that extra pressure.
I appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Charlie.
Get out now. All right.
All right, get out. We'll see you next Friday. Get out of here. Make that your lead story tonight on News 7.
I'm Paul Berry. Tonight on News 7, Charlie Stossel holding up well after his wife left him to become a lesbian.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
What caller am I?
You are the 100th caller. Oh, my. What is your name, citizen?
My name is Ellen.
Where are you from, Ellen?
Arlington.
Ellen, you are caller number 100.
Oh, I am so excited. I know I have to go turn down the radio.
Okay. Ellen, you won tickets to see George Thorogood at the Ballroom in D.C.
Oh, great.
Thursday, July 30th. For tickets, call Ticketmaster 202-432-SEAT. And, Ellen, more importantly, we're going to put your name in now. Maybe next week, next Friday, we'll be paying your rent or mortgage up to $2,500. That is courtesy of Advantage Title. Ellen, how much do ye pay?
I think we pay about $1,300.
Oh, we'd love to make that happen for you. Please make sure you're listening next Friday.
All right, I will.
Okay, beautiful. Sit down, cross your legs. Hold on a second. Everybody else, stay there. We'll be right back.
This is the Dawn.
Like that tape. Now that I reflect on it, it was kind of a rip-off, but
I feel the same way. I get real excited about those tapes, and I really want to see them, and I've collected all of them, and then
collect them and trade them with your friends.
And then I see it, and I feel real weird after I watch it. I feel it does affect me in that kind of queasy way. When you see something that's really, really gross, you look at it, and then you go, "Oh my God!" And
then you go, "Can I see it again?" Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, great, thank you.
On that tape, that was the girl who got hit by the train. That was her lawyer who was standing next to her, who stopped just in time.
Where was that? I don't think we paid. Was that in a foreign country?
I don't know. My husband, he works for the fire department. He said, "Oh yeah, we saw that tape at work," and he goes, "Yeah, that was her lawyer. They were running."
Oh, imagine that. That if you're in that family and, the girl that the woman gets hit by the train, but then a lawyer gets spared.
Oh, that's not justice.
Even better. Hello, Don and Mike show. Even better if the lawyer got splattered.
Absolutely.
And his eyeballs flew out of his head.
Those are the lawyer's eyeballs.
Hello.
Yeah, Don and Mike, I got an offer for you.
Yeah, Baldy.
Will you take me up on it? Because I'm going to use complete Jerry Seinfeld discretion. I know you hate Jerry Seinfeld, but there was that one episode where Dolores was the girl that he couldn't think of the name because it rhymed
with clitoris, right? And we don't hate Jerry Seinfeld. We hate what Jerry Seinfeld has become now since his show has gone off the air.
We think that
he's become.
Jerry Seinfeld is turning into Jerry Lewis, which means he's no longer trying to be funny, but he's trying to take himself too serious.
Who are these people?
Himself way, way, way too serious. And,
right.
And it was a great show, but I only want to use that as a medium to get something else. Just because there was that Dolores episode where
what the hell are you talking about?
Well,
sir?
if you're going to take this long to get to your point, I don't think we're ever going to find out what you want.
Okay, here's my point, Don and Mike. I bet I would be willing to make an offer to you that I could tell you how to pleasure either your wife or any other woman, and I make this offer to the entire world and let all your women call in and tell me I'm wrong in a way which they have never been pleasured, which is so simple and so easy. Yet, so many men...
This guy's whole pitch is like Anthony Robbins. You know the guy with the big horse teeth?
So simple and so easy.
Anybody can do it.
My teeth aren't quite as big, though. But there's only one question I have.
Are you loaded?
Totally.
Yeah.
But there's only one question.
No, really, are you really bombed?
Totally. I mean, come on.
You've had a lot to drink, haven't you?
Well, no, I've had a little, but not a lot.
Well, define a little.
But a little would be like 3 drinks in about 4 hours.
It's Friday, Mike.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah, and,
6. I would have accepted 6 drinks.
Hey, what the hell? But once again, I'll make the offer. If
He
I
might
can
be a
tell
little
you
bit of a
something
guy.
very simple, and if I can do it, and if
so?
it actually works out.
If you're that bombed
Here's
after
all
3
I ask.
drinks in an hour,
If this actually works out,
I understand what you're saying. It's the
then
ratio
I
of
know
the
you
drink
have
to the
this thing
man.
where
I would think this would be
pay
like
the
a
mortgages
3-foot-tall guy or
stuff
something
like that. Now,
Wasn't it 3 drinks in 4 hours?
because I'm loaded.
have you had 3
Oh,
drinks
hold on.
in
I got
an
to turn the
hour?
microphones back on.
But
Hold
if
on.
this actually works
Sir?
out,
Hello?
Have you had 3 drinks in an hour or 3 drinks over 4 hours?
3 and 4 hours.
3 and
4 hours.
All right.
And
you shouldn't be that bombed.
Hey, I'm a lightweight. I'm a little guy.
Oh, that's what we were just figuring out. Mike O'Mara playing Columbo.
I know my hooch.
All right, listen, what is your point?
Okay, here's my point.
What?
If you had Dolores and your thumb was on Dolores and you found a spot with, say, your index finger, and you could do both simultaneously, well, I think stirring the soup is one definition, but that goes beyond.
All right, okay.
Are you some kind of moron?
I think that's 4 drinks in 15 minutes.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yeah, Don, don't forget there's Zapruder tapes out on film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm hoping to rent it this weekend at Blockbuster. I have a big party.
I didn't see it at my video store.
I don't know if it's really going to be. Are they really selling it? I was making a
they're
joke.
selling it.
Are they really selling it like at Blockbuster?
Yeah, they got the rights to it, and they're selling it. And,
Is it a 2-night rental?
I think, remember when they had that big debate over who was going to get the rights to it? And I think the family held on to it, right? And then they actually...
Did they add music?
No, but you can see his eyeballs popping.
Oh, stop it.
Eyeballs pop. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Come back to Florida, Don.
Oh.
No, this is not the real PLR.
Oh, I see.
That's right. Pilar would not do that. Pilar would not betray Buzz in that way.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Yes, I just want to let you know I'm up here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I can't wait to get out of work and listen to you guys. You guys are really a bunch of perverts, and I love it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I listen to you on WPEK AM.
Best wishes to you.
Beautiful.
All right.
Right. Praise the Lord, as Mike Ditka would say.
Take care.
Right. I mean it. Praise the Lord.
Right.
Right. Hello. Don and Mike show.
Yes, I have this guaranteed way to please your man.
I know. He's goofing on the guy that was drunk now.
As you said before,
I've only
though,
had 16 drinks in this minute.
Right.
It's Friday.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, no. Come on. Hey. Phone malfunction there. I was trying to hang up on you. Hello, Don and Mike.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys noticed the coincidence that right after you got through talking to Charlie Stosselwood, that the next person on the line was named Ellen.
Just more of the weird way I know that lesbian keeps coming back to Charlie Stossel.
And I think it's wonderful that Charlie still gets together with his ex-wife. I think it shows that
I think
he's
it's
a
because
forgiving man.
He's still trying to knock off one more piece and trying. I would imagine that Charlie's goal, if he was honest with himself, would be to win her back, or at least to win her back to our side.
I think he's trying to get in with all three to get the threesome going.
Do you think the dream really for Charlie is that he's sitting there and he's having dinner with his ex-wife, and she looks at him and says, I've tried this lesbian thing and it's just not working. Please take me back. Please take me back.
Or not even take you back, just, meat time.
Yeah, have your way with me, Charlie.
Charlie's meat. And then Charlie would be like the weight of the world lifted off his shoulders, right?
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, now, honey, meat is nothing to be afraid of.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air. Oh, hold on a second. Much as I'd like to talk about Ken and his inadequacies as a human being and as a manager, we will have plenty of time for that.
Yes.
Because Susan needs to talk with us. Hello, Susan.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Hi, great. How are you, Susan?
Well, I've been better.
Well,
what's going on?
Hope you're feeling okay.
No, I have like a major cold now. But I don't know. I'm so stressed. I just don't think I can do this.
Oh, come on, Susan.
Serious.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, Susan.
So much pressure. So much. It's gotten so big. It's so away from me.
Oh, no.
Oh, Come on, you can work through this, Susan.
Susan, you can do this.
4 more days and you'll be married.
And if it doesn't work out, you can always, just bag it.
Pick the right guy.
He'll be a good guy.
As close as we can get to it.
All right.
All right, that's my girl.
Way to go, Susan.
That's my girl. Now, you going to be up to some judging today?
I have to come down to do that, right?
Oh, no, if you're not feeling well, you could stay on the phone. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get it down to the 3 or 4 guys that you like the best, and then we'll call them up. And you could be at home recuperating and speak to them on the phone.
People are making you feel like a monster. Those aren't very good friends.
Who's saying that to you?
It's nasty.
Well, they don't say those specific things, but it basically, it's undignified.
Oh, well, F those people.
It's fun. It's crazy fun, and it might work out. And then who's going to be laughing?
Is everybody busting your balls about this?
Yes, yeah. I mean, a major amount of people.
Are there any friends that are supporting you in this?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, then gravitate to them.
Lean on them, and the other ones, screw them.
Yeah, judge not, lest ye be judged.
Well, I mean, I am hurting her, but she hasn't come to me. So,
well, then how do you even know you're hurting her if she hasn't come to you?
Because I know it's basically it goes through other people, but I mean.
Listen, Susan, please, if you're going to listen to something that someone else says, that's the first rule of this whole thing.
Yeah, you got to do what you feel is right.
And you never know what somebody hears if you say so and so said this to me. Unless she says it to you to your face, you don't know that.
But it's adding a great deal of drama to this entire thing on the radio.
Oh, yeah, but it's pissing,
I know.
Pissing me off. Don't you do this. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to.
Okay, I see. Don's mad,
Yes.
so Susan has to do it. Is that right?
Ooh, wait a minute.
No, come on, Susan.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it was a joke.
Okay.
Seriously.
Well, we're a little, there has been an awful lot of energy put into this so far as with all the, the people. We'd love to see this thing go through.
I know.
Because we really thought you were, I still do think that you're up to this.
And, I know you're talking about certain family members that you don't even know for sure are all that upset about it, but you think you're hurting them. Well, on the other hand, if you back out of this thing, you're hurting 4 million people, Susan.
And haven't you done stuff before that's hurt your family? I mean, haven't you made decisions before that your family has questioned and has said, hey, this is a bad move?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went ahead and you made those moves.
I think when it comes to the ways of love, you're always going to upset somebody in your family. I mean, there are always a few people that aren't going to be 100% behind you. You got to follow your own thing. Got to do your own thing.
All right, Susan?
And if it means that, finding a great guy through this process, there are a lot of great guys that have sent in faxes. And, the chances are...
And some not-so-great guys who've sent in faxes.
And we're weeding them out for you, Susan.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Come on, 4 days to countdown, Susan.
Just drink plenty of orange juice, take some vitamin C tablets, chicken soup.
All right, here's the only last question I want to ask you about this. How does ex-boyfriend Ted fit into these bad feelings?
He fits in because he loves me very much.
I believe what Miss Bobby said to us up in the office today.
Oh, yeah, we got some advice for you from the head lady here.
Yeah, if Miss Bobby, I believe the quote was something along the lines of, if he really gave an ass, you wouldn't be in this situation to start with. That's what Miss Bobby said.
That's right.
Yeah.
She knows.
She knows all.
She knows.
She does. She's a very wise woman.
Well, he really, really wants to try and work it out. And
he wants to work it out because you're doing this.
All right, where was he 2 weeks ago before you called us?
Were you dating him?
He was moving his stuff out.
All right, come on then. Live in the now.
Okay.
Just one more question, Susan, since all these questions just seem to crop out when we have you on the line. Did he move out and you did this right after he moved out?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Like how long ago did he move out?
Mike, would you stop asking these questions?
I'm just curious.
I don't want to know the answers to these questions.
How long ago did he...
Why don't you want to know the answers to these questions, Don?
All right, sure. Tell me, Susan.
No, but why don't you want to know?
Because Don wants this thing to go off. So do I.
Right. See, here's what I think's happening. I think right now that what I would hate to happen is for this to disintegrate because you're not telling us everything.
Oh, what's everything?
I don't know, Susan. I don't know. It just seems, we go through this with you for over a whole week, and here it is just 4 days till the wedding, and, you got cold feet, and we're wondering about the ex-boyfriend.
It makes me laugh so much, though, when you're thinking of this. You know, we've gone through this for an entire week of planning has gone into this.
Hey, right, Mike. Exactly my point.
That is so funny. You know, a lot of people called and said their crap detectors were going off when you had that boyfriend on.
All right, I see what you're doing now.
Doing what?
Susan,
Wait,
listen.
this is being very combative, and you know.
No, I know.
We're not doing anything.
We're not.
Susan.
You called us, Susan. That's the bottom line.
I mean,
You're right, I did. You're right, I did.
We haven't heard from you over the weekend. You know, as far as we know, things are still on. I thought we were picking guys today.
We're picking guys today, Don.
What? Tell us, Susan. I'm getting something between the lines here, and I wish you'd be a little more forthright with us. What's going through your mind? Be honest with us. Believe me, we can handle it.
No, what's going on is that it hurts me to hurt people. It hurts me. You know, and I'm just getting a lot of hurt feelings. That's what I'm getting.
I have trouble following that. I'm not trying to be cold with you. I don't follow.
Are you saying that do you feel like you're embarrassing people by doing this?
Yes.
Well, were they embarrassed with you?
I said it's the list of things. It's undignified. This is what I'm getting a lot of.
What the hell did you make the call for in the first place?
Yeah, right.
Why did I?
Sorry, I'm falling into that category, getting a little upset now too.
I said we can go ahead and pick the guys today. Is that okay?
Yeah,
sure it is.
But I mean, it makes us feel awful now that we feel like we don't want to browbeating you into it.
We don't want to force you to do it. But I guess really to cut to the quick, if you want to know what I really think is if you're going to drop the bomb on this, if you're going to quit, I just wish you would tell us and do it rather than call in now and kind of do it and then go through a couple of days and change your mind.
I mean, and it's what is in your heart. You know, the only thing I think we're having a problem with is if you're doing this because of what a couple of people in your family have told you, when in fact you think it still would be a pretty fun idea to do it and a pretty good idea to do it, that's wrong. But if you deep down inside feel that it's the wrong thing to be doing, you know, that's a different story. And we don't, you know, as much as we would love this to come off.
Oh, come on now. Be quiet now, Mike.
All right.
Well, see, now, all right, here, even when you say all right like that, it's like all right like you're doing something that you don't want to do. What made this nice for us, what made it great for us, was that you had called us and said, hey, I want to do this. And we don't feel comfortable being put in a position where you have cold feet and we're live on the radio and we have to kind of beg you to keep doing it.
I'll tell you one thing that's not going to happen. Under no circumstances are we having a wedding for you and that ex-boyfriend of yours.
Oh, and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Because we would lose all credibility with our listeners.
No,
if we did
and
that.
you're not.
He's on the other line.
Okay.
What a surprise.
Yeah, what a surprise. Set up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hello, Ted.
Am I on?
Ted, right, buddy.
Okay, hey, guys, don't be mad at me. First of all, I love your show. And I just want to say to Susan, I love you.
You know something?
Wait a minute.
My crap detector now is at full attention.
What's that?
I got to say it. I'm sorry. I thought it the first time around, and I think it even more so now.
The crap meter, you said?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, whatever.
I don't trust you, pal. I don't trust you.
What did you call to say, Ted?
All right, I called to say to Susan that I do love you. I know that you love me. I'd like for us to work on the things that we talked about working on and get together and work this thing out so that we can be together.
Where were you 2 weeks ago when she called us?
You know what? You don't know dick about my life, and you don't know anything about her.
I know this, big man. I know that if there was a woman that I cared about, shut up for a second.
What you think you need to do, and I don't blame you.
Shut up, stupid. If there was a woman that I cared about, I wouldn't have let her get away in the first place. When she started this, the first I heard of it, I would have gone to her. I wouldn't have let it go on for a week.
I did go to her the first I heard of it.
And what did she say?
You know what? It's none of your business.
Yeah.
But
You call the show every time she's on. You can't make those phone calls off the air. You got to call when we're on the air, and then you tell us, Mr. Crap Detector, that it's none of our business. That's a bunch of BS, and you know it.
It is our business, because she called us about this.
Okay. Well, you know, whatever you think. I just wanted to let Susan...
And you know something right now...
If you want to let Susan know anything, Big Shot, You got her phone number. I guess you know where she lives. You could go anytime to talk to her.
I do. I have been.
Then why are you doing your conversation?
We're talking her into something now.
We are not. I don't.
Yeah, bull crap. How about that? Is that better?
You know, the bottom line is.
Listen, Ted.
Yes.
You friggin' idiot.
Yeah, freaking.
You know, you could have taken.
Show host.
You could have taken care of this yourself.
You know something? I tried.
All right, and what did
Susan
you?
got carried away with it, man. You know what can I tell you?
Who got carried away with it?
But look.
Who got carried away with it?
Susan did.
All right.
It happens. And the biggest thing is she doesn't want to disappoint you guys, and I know that.
Well, you know something? We've made it clear. Hold on.
But you don't have to get mad about it.
We have made it. We're not mad at her. We're mad at you. We have made it very, very.
I'm doing the best.
Hold on, shut up. Shut up, you.
I think we've made it real clear,
Susan,
where we're coming from.
Susan, listen. You got to be honest with us and tell us what the deal is with this jerk-faced Ted.
Now, what do you mean? What the deal is?
What I mean is
he loves me. He wants to work it out. That's
Is that what you want to do?
Sometimes.
No, listen. I'm sorry. I'm tired of being nice about this. Yeah, I am going to make a decision right now because I'm not going to jerk around our audience for another week on this. Either you want to do what you originally said, and we'd love to go through this with you, or forget it.
I think that's fair. I mean, really, this is when that's it.
Right. Well.
God, what a pain in the ass. And I'm not just talking about the whole thing, not you.
Okay.
Although partly you.
Partly me. Okay.
Do you want some? No.
Don't. No. Listen.
Time.
No, listen. Here's the thing. You called us a week and a half ago to start talking about this. Everything's been put into motion now. You know, sad to say, you came with us, and with us started this schedule of events, of things that are now happening.
Yes.
We've kind of been just, along for the ride on this. We really have.
Okay.
So we really need to know if you're in or out.
And the world's not going to end either way.
I'm in.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
All right. Hold on, please. Well, Ted just hung up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is this now? Hello, Donna Mike Show.
This is Lara.
Yes, Lara.
I just wanted to call. I'm just so excited. I'm so glad she's in. I think it's the neatest thing. I have a daughter who lives in your city, and I was talking to her last night, asking her if she's seen it on the news. And I said, I started off thinking this gal is really crazy, but she grows on you. She's a lovely person.
I think we've already been through that with Susan.
Yeah.
That we do like Susan. She's a very nice person.
And I think that she should give it a chance.
All right. Thank you. Listen, Lara, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. The South will rise again. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thanks.
This call's in support of Susan. I think it's a really good idea. I just wanted to let her know that about 3 years ago, I met my husband through a personal ad.
All right, good.
And neither one of us are desperate people. As a matter of fact, I'm a very cute, very attractive person. But we met, we got married, and we have a new baby.
Well, good. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, hottie.
All right, you hear that, Susan?
I do.
Those calls weren't even screened. I was just answering calls. Those are just people who are on your side. And listen, we're on your side, too. No BS.
And the most important thing, Susan, through all of this, because we're not idiots, and you're not an idiot either. Everybody that listens to
I'm
the
an
show,
idiot, Mike.
They know the fact of the matter is this. This is a highly unorthodox way to do it, but
I'm a big idiot.
Above all else, this thing has to be fun. If it's not fun, then, forget about it. But it's got to be fun, and the whole idea is fun.
Yeah, the whole idea is fun. Try and understand, too, for a woman and all this planning and the last minute and the thing, and then people are saying no, and people are,
Well,
it's all very stressful, but you're right.
Weddings are stressful.
You just got to tune out all of that other stuff that's making your head feel weird.
Right. It should be fun. It was fun from the beginning, and I just have to get back into that state.
Okay, then if we could just wrap up the Ted factor, which is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, we're a little concerned about Ted.
Okay, and what is the Ted factor?
The Ted factor is this guy seems to be in the picture a little too much.
You know, we don't know specifically about your past with him, and we're not necessarily asking about your past with him.
But it's been very, very weird every time he has come into this equation.
So I guess that this is kind of like we just said, if you're in, you're in. Sad to say, same thing with this guy, Ted, that, everything's cool now, but if you think that guy is the guy for you, you should rethink. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that a reaction or just a cough?
Okay.
Just a cough.
All right. Well, then, would you like to collect yourself and then start picking some guys?
Yes.
Okay. And you're sure you're up to this?
Yes, I'm up to it.
Because we don't want to do anything you don't want to do.
I know, Mike. No, it's fine.
All right, good. All right, hold on, Susan. Hold on a second, please. I wish the wedding was tomorrow. I just wish it was tomorrow so I'd be sure it was going to happen.
I'm thinking about weddings in general, and I think during every planning period, no matter how long or how short for a wedding, there's always a lot of anxiety, and I guess it's compounded because Susan is doing it in such short order, and I think we've gotten by the cold feet portion.
I hope so.
But that Ted guy, I'm worried about him.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hey, Baldy. Hey, Baldy.
How's it going?
Great.
The only thing that I'm concerned about is I think nobody's taken a look at the fact that this lady's happiness is the first and foremost thing in this entire scenario.
I think we kind of said that to her, didn't we?
Well, this guy Ted is obviously insecure with himself and insecure with that relationship, and he should be out of the whole picture completely.
Well,
I agree with
listen,
you there.
but the thing is, we can't say that to It's really her life. The guy Ted's going to be off the show. And what I was trying to say to Susan is if she comes back in a couple days and says, listen, this guy Ted's really the guy with me, my head's going to blow off the top of my shoulders.
I know, it's just she's putting herself on the line here in front of all these people, and these people that she's worried of disappointing or hurting and this, that, and the other thing, they're not the ones that have to live her life.
Well, see, I said to her, sir, I said, follow your heart. That's what I said to Susan. And that's the advice that we maintain with her. Follow her heart. She's got to do what she feels is best. And that's what we said. And then she said she wants to go through with it.
Hello, Don and Mike. And I'd like to move the wedding up a day. I'm not kidding about that.
Do it on Thursday?
Maybe do it Wednesday. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you guys today?
Great, thank you.
I really think that this woman is going to back out at the last minute.
Well, there are a lot of people who think that.
I think the Ted thing is just going to come into play. I think she's scared of him.
There's certainly a bit. Oh, I don't like that.
I think she's afraid of him. I really do. I think she's...
All right, everybody's trying to be Dr. Laura on this.
Oh, my God.
No, I don't. I've had boyfriends like this.
All right, thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Baldy.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Hi, bud. This is one of Dennis's, your number one fans out here. I just want to tell Susan that I admire very much what she's doing, and I hope she goes through with it. This isn't the act of a desperate woman. This is, showing a tremendous amount of courage by a woman that is got very discriminating tastes.
All right, thank you. I won't debate any of those statements. I believe them all also. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. I am from Albuquerque, and I have a little saying that keeps me from getting back together with ex-boyfriends. And it is,
Your personality?
No, thank you very much.
What? No, what?
Milk still isn't any good. Maybe if I stick it back in the refrigerator next time, it'll be better the next time I try it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. It just gets more and more rotten.
You can't.
So you're equating Ted to being the milk that's gone bad.
That's absolutely correct.
And it's not like you can re-refrigerate it and make it good again.
That's right.
So Ted will eventually become cottage cheese, and eventually we'll have mold growing on him and
I
stuff.
think you have high expectations for him, but yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, well, listen, we've got other things that we got to cover on today's show, so I hope that Susan is cool.
Yeah, and I got to just turn my brain off right now. I have to turn off. It's ever since we watched that band from TV, I got awful little videos going through my brain right now.
All right, Susan?
Yes.
So listen, to recap.
Yes.
You're in.
I'm in.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
You're glad you came up with the idea.
Okay. Let's rock.
Let's rock. How would you feel about moving the wedding up?
I would not feel good about it because now everybody that is coming is planning on coming on Friday.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
I'm doing
Susan?
it. I'm doing it.
This guy Ted isn't like threatening you or anything like that.
No,
is
he's
he?
not. He's not like that.
Oh, he's not so that's not part of the equation at
No,
all,
it is
right?
not.
Okay, you guys have some feelings for each other, and that's about it.
Right.
Okay.
We think he's creepy.
Okay. We get weirded out with him in
All
the
right,
equation.
Susan, hold on a second.
Okay.
Get your rest.
Okay.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Oh, did you try on your wedding dress?
I did on, when was it I went?
Was it
last
Friday?
week. It was like last Thursday, I think.
Yeah. How is it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
we have
wonderful.
to go for a fitting tomorrow.
Good. Great. All right, well, you'll go for a final fitting here today. What we're going to do is boil it down to maybe 3, 4, 5 guys, the factors you like best.
Okay.
We will then call each guy and give them the great news that they're going to be invited down here tomorrow to meet you face to face, and then I'll pick.
Okay.
The moment of truth.
Years ago.
You're an ad on the radio.
And look at us, as happy today as we were 17 years ago when my wife called the Harv Moore Show, and she said, I'd like to meet a guy, and please let me marry him, Harv.
We've got little Frida on the line here. She wants to talk to Donnie G, and they're going to be a married couple, gang. So wear something flimsy to the wedding.
You know, you're obviously joking, but I was thinking when you were talking to Susan that I took a big chance. I mean, not just because it was you when we got married, but it was a big chance. I mean, we hadn't known each other that long.
And look at you, lottery winner.
Mm-hmm. And right now I'm just shampooing dog dew off my carpet, living the dream life.
Look at that, you won the matrimony lottery. You got me.
It smells like maybe you're shampooing that in here.
Oh,
that's the way.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't?
No.
Rob, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Rob.
Thanks. Rob, do me a favor. Claim those if those are yours,
yeah, Rob,
please.
because I was sitting there wondering if something's coming out of my body that I don't even know about. Sorry, Frida, I apologize, but it was very, very difficult.
I thought you were like dogs with each other's butts that you could recognize each other.
Rob has a knack for dropping a few that are just
Rob has the more exotic diet, I believe. And it's based on whatever he had on Sunday night is what we smell in here on Monday.
It's right. And you went down to your in-laws' house, didn't you, over the weekend?
I stayed home, but I did have sauerkraut.
Oh, okay.
Sauerkraut. See? That's the wonderful ingredient, sauerkraut.
Exotic would be the word. Oh, God.
Listen, honey.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
How are you doing alone?
Well, I miss my boy.
You know, my son is gone now for 3 weeks. My son, I don't understand how this happened, but he's smart as a whip.
Right.
Do you know that he took his SATs? He just finished 7th grade, and he took his SATs a couple of weeks ago, and he got 1,000 on them.
Wow.
That's not a joke. It's not a joke. He got 1,000 on his SATs.
Dad is bursting with pride right now.
What did you get on yours, Rob?
1,300.
What was that?
1,300.
Rob's a smarty act.
1,300. Okay.
But that was as a senior, right, Rob?
Yeah, this is a 7th grader. This is a 7th grader.
I knew plenty of guys that were my friends that scored like 950 and 960 on their SATs.
That's true. I was a low scorer on my SATs.
I myself was only, I believe, maybe a 1,200 on my SATs.
You did better than I did.
Well, but
I did 540 verbal, 490 math.
Then this gene is mine.
What did you get?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was off the charts.
Well, listen, for whatever reason, he's real smart, and he got invited to something that at first I was hesitant about letting him go to because I thought it was like a nerd group.
Right.
He got a letter from Johns Hopkins University that they take a bunch of smart kids that are interested in stuff that they want to do later in their life. My kid wants to be a veterinarian. So for the next 3 weeks, he's off at this college. You know, in Pennsylvania, he's at this college where every day he's going to be doing animal science classes.
Man, that is great.
Where he's going to be, what did they say, dissecting a hog, watching horses give birth.
Wow.
Going to zoo. I mean, he's gone. We took him up there yesterday and dropped him off at his dorm.
That's not like camp where you go, get in a canoe and, go duck hunting or something like that.
No, he couldn't wait for us to leave yesterday. It's like when we were walking across this college campus that he's staying, Frida was tearing up and stuff.
It's like a preview of what you're going to have in a few years.
That's why it made me cry.
Yeah, and I was just saying, hey, this is pretty great. I'm going to miss you a lot. And he just kept turning around and said, yeah, I'm going to miss you too. When are you guys leaving?
Well, it gives him a leg up, too, for when he goes away to college. That's great.
Yeah, but I was glad to hear that he's playing ball and stuff there, too.
Oh, good. They're going to do a little of that?
Yeah, he called last night. I didn't want him sitting around, playing chess with his pocket protector all the time.
Right? To send water balloons up and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. He got a cool college dorm room that he's sharing with some kid from New York.
I know. It's just like college.
Yeah. So,
and he has to do his own laundry.
So for the next 3 weeks, my wife thinks that this is like going to be some kind of, one-on-one rebirth for her and me.
I think this is a preview of what's to come for me and you, too, because...
Yeah, sad to say, I believe that probably today, our first day without Bart will probably be like every day that we have without him.
How was the first day without Bart?
Well, we got up, and I did some stuff, and she did some stuff.
Right.
And then she was gone for a long time.
And you were gone then?
I was at home alone then, and then we went to the drugstore together.
Well, see, that's good.
And then we went in separate rooms and had our lunch. And then
but I asked you to go to lunch with me, and I asked you to go to dinner with me, too.
Yeah, I know. I don't like going out to eat, though.
Well, I don't like cooking, so we're going to starve.
Since when do you not like going out? You don't like going out to eat?
Well,
not with me.
I'm all thin and stuff, Mike.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's valid.
And I go out to eat with you. You're the only person I go out to eat with, honey.
All right, boo-boo.
Who else do I go out to eat with besides you?
Well, no one that I see.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, you know where I am every second of the day. I might as well be Kelsey Grammer with that thing around my ankle.
I do kind of keep tabs on you.
All right. Well, so you're doing okay without him?
No, I miss him. I mean, he was my buddy. Bart and I go to shows together. We go to auctions together. We do stuff I like to do. It's pathetic, but really, I'm going to be up a creek when he's grown up and gone because I won't have anyone who likes to do what I like to do. I mean, I'll be stuck with
You'll have me.
Reruns of Mary Tyler Moore 24 hours a day.
That's a pretty good life. That's a pretty good life, honey. Hey, listen, while you're at it, I know you're looking for things to do now over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Call our neighbor and find out where our power washer is.
Yeah, I will. I'll track that down.
I normally don't get mad about stuff like this around the house because, frankly, I'm very lame around the house. I'm not like Tim Allen or something like that.
I'm impressed you know what a power washer is. Who told you that?
Oh, duh. Mike did. So I knew what it was, really. I knew what it was. Our deck is getting all ratty. It's like green and moldy and stuff.
Power wash will take care of a deck, man.
And also our barbecue grill.
Oh, it's the greatest on a barbecue grill.
It's the worst. Our grill looks like Freddy Krueger's face. So I said to...
And no hands necessary. No fuss, no muss. You just put it out on the lawn, and you take that power washer to your barbecue. I swear to God, it's like sandblasting.
I said to her yesterday, listen, here's something we can do that's fun together while Bart's gone. Imagine this. I put it to her like, it's fun. I said, this would be fun. We can go to Price Club and buy a power washer because I want to wash this stuff. And she says, we own a power washer.
Well, we bought it together with our neighbors, which I think is smart because you don't use it all the time.
Oh, what a rip-off this is. I never even knew this, that we bought a power washer, but we went in half with our neighbors, Mike and Bunny.
Right.
So to move the story along, I said to her, well, fine. Go up to their house and get it and bring it down then so we can use it.
Right.
Well, she goes up to their house, and guess what? It's not in their garage.
Well, they lent it to another neighbor, I think. It's no big deal.
That's a violation.
Right. What did I say to you?
No.
You go in on it halvesies. That is the...
No. And I'll tell you, they have greater claim to it because they have the pain in the butt of storing it in their garage. I don't want it in my garage.
Listen, what was the great pain? Did each of us pay 50% for it?
Yes.
Yeah. Violation.
And if you listen, if you listen to your own show, you'd know this because 2 years ago, I was in love with the power washer. When I power washed something that was like the crack cocaine of cleaning utensils,
it is.
I was power washing everything.
That's great.
I remember that, but I thought that it broke or something. I didn't know that you would just put it up in Mike and Bunny's house, and now you've let them give it. I said to her, where do you think it is? And she said, oh, I don't know. Maybe Tom and Carolyn have it, or maybe Chris and Gail have it. It's like, wait, we're paying for an expensive piece of machinery.
Is it one of the real heavy-duty ones, too? Like a super deluxe heavy-duty?
Yeah, prison variety,
Mike. It was from a hardware store. It was, it was not like professional use.
I've got the 2200 PSI.
Let's borrow mine.
You can borrow mine.
Well, there you go.
We don't have to borrow Mike's because we own one of our own.
If he's got the best, and plus
I do have the best.
And it wouldn't fit in our garage. We've got a Slurpee machine in our garage. We've got all.
We do have a Slurpee machine in our garage. It's broken.
You can. Hey, you know what, Mike? You might want this Slurpee machine. No, it works, and you could make some great pina coladas or some frozen drinks.
You see, those drinks to me, Frida, really are a waste of time.
Well,
What's the point of doing that? Why do you have to go through all that crushed ice to get to your booze?
I forgot who I was talking.
Thank you, Rob.
All right. Listen, I want a power washer, though. Gotta have it.
All right. I'll try and locate it. I'll try and track it down. And if not, I think it'd be a good idea just to borrow Mike's. We don't need it 12 months out of a year.
I'll bring it over anytime you need it. You just let me know because I've actually finished all my major projects with it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right, but you got to be careful with it, Boo-Boo. It'll take the paint right off our desk.
This one will hurt you. This one really, if you have this one set on the maximum setting and it accidentally
maximum stun like my Star Trek phaser,
if it goes across your foot, you'll have a gash right across the top of your foot.
I don't want you using that around the dogs either, my Boo-Boo.
Cool.
If the little
That'd be
dog
good for discipline.
runs in front of it.
Good for dog discipline.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I could take care of neutering Max with that. Perhaps I could cut off his tiny little balls with that.
You know, I should tell both of you this. With my power washer, when I cleaned my grill with it, that was one. First of all, that was one of the greatest things to do with the power washer was to clean all that gunk out because you don't have to touch any of that cheesy.
Our grill is I mean, it's like 5 years worth of crap that's built. I've never washed that grill once.
I have one of those little electric grills, one of those little Weber ones, and when I power washed it, they had paint on it to show, high, low, on, off. And I
all gone.
Absolutely blew the paint off the thing.
I'm not surprised. Well, sugar, we can wash your car with it. That wouldn't be.
Got to be careful with that.
Yeah, I would
right.
think.
She was being funny there. She's extra funny because she has all this time now to sit around and write jokes. Because my son's away at Genius Camp. All right.
All right, Boo-Boo, and bring home that pan that Rob's got there for me.
Pardon me?
My bakeware that you have in the office.
Oh, right. Is that in the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been in the office for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I bought all this bakeware at the party at Rob's house.
Yeah.
Pampered chef.
And I haven't really used it yet.
All right, I'll bring it home.
Okay, good.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's a great power tool. I get excited hearing about it.
The one great thing about my son being away is I'm going to get laid all the time.
Anywhere in your house, right?
All the time. Yesterday when we came back from taking him, it was like a 4-hour drive.
Right.
We got back. As soon as we walked in the door, I said, honey, you're all alone. And she said, no, wait till late. I said, no, wait for what? We're all alone. I said, come on. It'll take 5 minutes.
It's party time.
Come on. It's fun. It's absolutely fun. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yes, hi there. I was just making the call for the rent thing there. Or?
Yeah. Yeah, you're calling 100.
No way.
Wait, who's this, please? So Ben has taken to putting a large rubber traffic cone right in the middle of my parking spot for me. It's very nice of him to do. So today, as I was pulling in...
Is that why I saw it out in the middle of the street?
Right. As I was pulling in today, now it's mainly the laziness factor, right? I'm pulling my car and I'm thinking, do I really want to get out of my car, walk up there, move the traffic cone out of the way? Or then I thought, why don't I just do this? I will just drive over it since it's bendy, right?
Yeah.
I figure it's like, boing, boing, boing. Sure. That I could drive over it. It would just pop right back up.
Pliable.
Well, I drove over it, and it got caught under my car. And I had to take it out on the big road out here and crawl under my car. And it's all smashed up. I found out that it's not pliable. It doesn't give it. It's not like you know that those things, something's fall. What were the Weebles wobble?
Yeah.
But they don't fall down.
It is a harder plastic than you envisioned.
Yes, and it's now destroyed.
And it's sitting out in the middle of the drain, in the middle of the road where everybody pulls in, and it's an obstacle right now.
Oh, I don't know how I got to the drain, Mike.
It was sitting over the drain right behind our parking spots, and I had to kind of negotiate my way around it, but didn't have the wherewithal to move it for the next customer that comes along.
So that's my bad. Hello. Thanks, though, Ben. Hello. Get more pliable traffic cones, please.
Well, Ben has probably a little added stress in his job now that not only will he be responsible for maintaining the I hear that bubbling.
Hello?
I hear that. This is the bong guy.
Hello?
Hello.
This is the guy that calls us with his bong?
No, it's not. This is TJ from San Andreas.
All right, well,
hey, I'm on Ted's side.
What was that bubbling sound that we heard?
That was just a cup of water.
Maybe it was his bubbling crude.
You're on Ted's side?
Yeah.
Yeah, no surprise
I don't know
there.
their history, but, Susan shouldn't just go and give up on this guy. I don't know how long they've been together and whatnot.
Whatnot?
You don't know anything about him. How do you know
and they can work out?
How do you know he's not like other famous Teds, like Kaczynski or Bundy?
You never know. If he is,
Or Kennedy.
He could be a real putz. You should give him the chance.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. Who cares what you say? Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have the wrong number.
No, you don't.
Why do people say that? Our number is such a radio station number.
I got through.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Want to play laundry?
You want to play laundry?
Do you want to play laundry?
How do you play laundry?
That's where I take a hot iron and burn your asshole shut.
Oh. How old are you?
Does that matter?
Yes.
19.
You're 19?
19. I don't think I want to play that game.
Now, how? Oh, he hung up.
It's too bad. I would have liked it if not for the part about burning my asshole shut. Other than that, it sounded like a great game.
Wow.
Hello. Don and Mike Show.
Who is that, Paul
That's
Berry?
Paul Berry. Paul Berry from Channel 7.
That's great. Isolated. That is great.
It's a goofy call. Someone just said, hey, Paul, we got a game we want you to play. We take an iron and we close your asshole. That's what he said. Hello?
Oh, Don.
Yeah.
You take the preacher to the movies.
Yes. Oh, yes. We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. There's something about Mary.
Yeah, something about Mary.
That movie is so funny. That movie.
Yay.
That movie. That is the first movie that I think, and I don't know how long I laughed when I left the theater. I mean, I'm walking out of the theater and I'm laughing. I'm in the car and I'm laughing. All weekend I'm thinking about it and I'm laughing.
It was so frustrating last week because after I saw it when we had that screening for Lethal Weapon and I snuck into something about Mary, I'm sitting here during the middle of the show and you would say something that would remind me of the movie and I would start cracking up and I couldn't explain it to anybody because you all hadn't seen the movie yet and I'm so glad you liked it.
And I still don't want to talk
about it. Did Bart see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what he said about it? He said, yeah, he saw it. Yeah, what you could, there's the only joke that's even questionable in there for a little kid is the joke about the goo.
Yeah, there's only one. There's only one that's really that bad.
Right. And listen, goo's a part of life.
Goo is a part of life. Absolutely. If it's handled right, you know what the hell.
Well, you'd have to have gloves to handle it right, I think. Yeah, well, I'll talk about that.
Okay.
Also, it was really,
I'll listen.
Really interesting what the Reverend thought about that movie.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
He had no idea what movie we were going to see.
Oh, really?
No idea.
Good for you, though, for laughing out loud. See, I thought that being with the Reverend, that might check your enthusiasm for the
And a lot of
content.
times, like I told you, in the theater, I was the only one that was laughing out loud.
Way to go.
The only one.
Way to go.
Until Bart figured out that it was okay to laugh at everything he thought was funny.
He's got a great laugh.
Then the two of us together were just showing our big teeth.
Simpsons laugh.
Hello?
Don.
Yes, I am. Hello.
How you doing?
Great.
Hey, I was going to tell you, Bart ain't coming home with no pocket protector or nothing from there. My wife's one of the directors there at CTY at Hopkins.
Oh, really?
One of the camp counselors?
Yeah, no, she's one of the directors of, I don't know, one of the academic sections there.
That's good. No, he's loving
great
it.
program.
He's
They
loving
do
it.
Like 16 schools across the country.
Yeah, he's got a room to himself, he and this other kid. No TV, but they got air conditioning. They got the music there. They get to do all the crap and eat all the crap. And
oh, yeah.
For 3 weeks,
They're kids with some huge brains, though.
For 3 weeks, this is what I get to hear every day. Will you go on a walk with me? That's my wife. Every day now, that's going to be her mantra for the next 3 weeks. Thank you for calling. My wife thinks that that's the one thing that's missing from our relationship.
Walks.
So, honey, it's 100 degrees outside. Please walk with me.
Difference between men and women. Women want to go on a walk. Guys want to go somewhere.
I said, I'll go with a walk for you. How about let's go on a walk from the kitchen to the family room?
That way you have a destination.
Then you can walk from the couch to the television and turn it on and then come back. And it can be like in Roman times. How do you think like Julius Caesar had a remote control? He didn't have it. It was some guy that stood in front of the TV and he'd say, Channel 5! And then some Roman dude would have to change the channel for
You
him.
can always get a guy to go on a walk if you have a destination with the walk. Like for when I was on vacation, I would go on a walk because we would walk to this place where there were boats in a harbor. And I enjoyed looking at the boats. So the destination was going to look at the boats.
The problem with that, though?
What's that?
Walking home.
That's where, if we could walk to the boats and then get a lift back home, it would have been ideal. But I had to go back there with no real destination except home.
Home? That's no reason to go for a walk. We'll come right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Now, back to the Don and Mike Show on 98.1, The Peak.
How'd you like to look and feel better than you have in years?
This is Andy.
Yes, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Yes, you guys are bullying Susan.
Oh, come on. First off,
I think you're snowballing her into doing something she doesn't want to do.
First, whoa.
Stop. Slow down. Do you want to have a dialogue or do you want to just scream?
No, I'm totally
slow down.
Who is that? Andy with an I?
No, it's A-Y-N-D-I.
Are you a female Andy
Yes,
or
I am.
You're a female Andy?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Smoker?
No.
How old are you, Andy?
27.
27.
Certainly not. Hi. And yes, Andy, what would you like to say?
Now, if you go nice and slow.
I think you guys are just a little rough. I think that, she's totally decided she doesn't want to do it. You guys.
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No.
Consider the people. Consider the.
Right, listen, she called us with this, and
I know.
We've got an obligation to do it.
To say she doesn't want to do it.
Hey, then I gave her the opportunity. That's exactly why I put her on the spot.
Guilt trip on her. You guys
No, I don't think so.
No, there was no guilt trip.
So. No way.
Okay, all right.
Are you aware how this whole thing unfolded that she called us?
I have been listening from the beginning, and I understand she called you.
Listen, I gave her every opportunity. We'll have her on again today. If she wants to back out, she can.
I said specifically, Andy, to her, I said specifically, if we're browbeating you into this, you shouldn't do it. I said that to her.
You said, there's only 4 million people that are affected by it. That's kind of
the first thing that we care about is the people that listen to our show.
Right. So
That's
you're saying that she's secondary.
Mm-hmm. No, she's one of the people that listens to our show, but really our primary concern on this show is the people who listen to it, right?
The ratings.
Yeah, well, the ratings would be the same way of saying the people that listen to the show.
Right. And
we want to offer as entertaining a product as we can.
It's our job. It's our job to have a good show. Now, if I've got an inkling that she's going to back out, I'd rather call her on the carpet and
get her
it.
to do it now. But see, I think she's going to end up backing out.
Honey, I gave her the opportunity to back out, and she didn't do it.
You don't think she's going to show up Friday morning or not show up Friday morning?
Frankly, I don't know. And it doesn't really matter either way. It really doesn't.
I just think you guys are pretty rough. She's sick. She's got all this codeine running through her system.
I think you're the C word. What do you think of that? I think you're a big C word. C on ice. Come on. We've been nice to Susan. We've been nice to her every step of the way because she's a nice lady.
And what are we going to do? Seriously.
We got a show to run. I'm not going to have her call up today and say, hey, I'm thinking I'm going to bag it and go, hey, that's okay with me, Susan.
Yeah, and if she backs out, what the hell are we going to do anyway?
Right.
What the hell are we going to do? We're not going to do anything.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello. Yeah. Hey, you guys have been scammed on this from the get-go.
Here we go. Everybody's got an opinion about this.
Before you guys jump on me, everybody that I've talked to that's been listening to this go on for over a week agrees with me. Everybody.
So everybody must be right, and me and Mike must be wrong, huh?
Not necessarily.
And how are we being scammed, sir?
Well, the main thing is, one of the first things, if not the first thing, she should have said after she wanted to get married is, I do have children.
What does that have to do with anything, though? Really, I mean, we got that. That's out in the open. We know that now.
But that wasn't one of the, it was like.
How does that relate to us being scammed?
So what?
Then with the boyfriend, and then she, it was like she was barely out of a relationship.
And then the scam that everybody was talking about was that she was trying to get a free wedding with her boyfriend. We've said absolutely not under any circumstances is that going to happen.
She called us because she wanted to get married.
Right.
We offered all of the other stuff. It seems to me like an awful long way to go to get a free weekend in Mexico.
Well, that's true.
And
but
we've said that,
I don't think she was, maybe not scammed is the word I'm looking for.
Well, now you're changing.
But I don't think she was up to the level of honesty that somebody that wanted to go through what she was putting on this show for, she should have been a lot more honest about a lot of things.
Well said. Thank you.
Yes, very, very well put.
Thank you. Well said, Your Honor.
Oh, I love it, though. Everybody's got an opinion about this.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. And opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one, except Buzz. Hello.
Don.
Yeah.
I've got a plan to help you make your selection.
What's that,
yes, sir?
Well, the thing is, I have a tradition or a history of whatever girl I go out with, immediately after we break up, she meets and marries her future husband.
I see me with all the girls that you've dated, as soon as she dumps you, the next guy is the guy that she ends up with?
Yep.
You know why that's beautiful, sir?
Why is that?
Because when they go out with you, just when they think it can't get any worse, the great man of their life comes into their life.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, just when they get done. When they reach rock bottom, the next man that comes along marries them. I think that's beautiful.
Hello, Tom Gaffin.
Yeah,
next man that comes along. Hello, Dennis Murphy. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, can I get your fax number, please?
Sure, it's 1-800-636-6410.
6410. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Donna Mike.
Yeah, this is Popeye.
Yes, Popeye.
Yeah, just wanted to wish Buzz a speedy recovery.
Oh, this is one of Buzz's lover calls, right?
No, we gotta lay off all Buzz now.
This is the lobsterman that wants to take Buzz lobster fishing.
Well, I was gonna have him up to go play whale hunter, but
Whale hunter.
Whale hunter.
You go looking for the blowhole.
That's right, with your harpoon.
If you're not clamming, it's go clamming. Hello there, Donna Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Shelley. I'm in Rockville. And I think that Ted just sees her in a different light now that she's had all this attention, and now she looks better to him and to where he's trying to get her back.
I think that's accurate.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think you're right, too.
Having regrets now that she's getting all that attention.
We made that pretty clear, too. If you'd like to have this thing reevaluated with Ted, go ahead. And
this is a Ted-free zone.
She didn't seem to want to do that.
No, I think that's a wise move on her part because, it's not real when he's looking at her, through the Hollywood lights and all. So
I wish today was Friday. Thank you. I wish the wedding was here already.
You want to sew that up quick, don't you? You want to get that done now. I don't blame you.
I want to do the laundry game. I want to get it closed up real fast.
Real tight.
Hello, Donna Mike.
Hey.
Hey.
How you all doing?
Great, thanks.
Just worried about Susan.
Okay, why?
The kids.
Well, we have not discussed that much on our show.
I know.
I think she mentioned to us last week after that came up that she didn't really want to have them involved, and I think that if you're that concerned about her, perhaps you shouldn't call the show to bring up that.
I shouldn't call the show?
No, you shouldn't call the show to bring up the kids if you're worried about the kids.
We kind of brought it up with her, and she didn't want to talk about it, so...
And we've honored that, and so you're affecting that by making this call.
Yeah, but I sent you a fax. Is somebody going to worry about the kids?
I tell you what, why don't you join the Peace Corps?
I don't need to join the Peace Corps.
I think that's a marvelous idea. But you see, we told her we weren't going to discuss that.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody's got to worry about
If you're so concerned about it, and now you're talking about it, which is causing them stress.
I'm not causing the kids stress. I'm sure they don't listen to the show.
How do you know? I bet Cody and Cassidy are big fans of the show, or whatever her kids' names are. No, of course, I don't think so. I think they're young.
Listen, leave Kathy Lee out of this.
Why, are you a big Kathy C. Gifford fan?
Of course.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Do you have a penis?
Of course.
Are you sure? Why don't you reach into your pants and tell?
It's about 3.5 inches, and I'm very proud of it.
I'm not surprised by it. What do you think of that, Paul Berry, a man with a 3.5-inch penis? Yeah, see, look at that. Paul Berry from Channel 7 is laughing at you. Come on. Hello there. Hey, Donna Mike Show.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, great, thank you.
It's not a Susan call. I had to tell you about what happened to me Saturday night.
Yeah?
I was at the emergency room, and there was a guy in the room next to me, and he was making noises. He sounded like Dennis Murphy on that tape you have of him with the cows.
Cuckoo. Cool. Moo.
Boy, he must have been really sick.
I'm guessing it must have been intestinal.
Yeah.
For that moo. Hey, cuckoo, how you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you, guys.
So what was it?
What was what?
What was the noise?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I didn't want to know.
What were you doing in the emergency room?
Bleeding.
You were bleeding?
Where were you bleeding from?
You guys know.
Down there of where we do not speak?
Exactly.
Oh no, we got a bleeder.
Why is that? Were you
They think, actually, I went to the doctor today, and they think it was hormonal.
So you had an unusually heavy
flow?
Yes.
And that's all it was, but so heavy that you decided the emergency
hospital.
Man.
I hope you weren't wearing like a white tennis outfit or something.
No, I was not.
Okay.
Thank you.
And what did they do? They come out, they give you a tampon or something? They said, take 5 of these and call me in the morning?
I had a bunch of them in my purse, and I had to change them quite frequently. And then they put me on an IV, and then they sent me home, and they said that if I was dizzy or had any other really bad symptoms, that I had to come back in, and that I had to be seen today, and I was.
And your official new rap name will be Heavy P.
How would you like to How would you like to be the doctor in that ER that night?
Oh, man.
You think you're going to get all these real emergencies like they have on TV and stuff, and you go in and you go, what's the problem? And then you got to go down there, right? And then you figure out what it is.
Right, and then that's all it is. Then you just send her home. You took up a hospital bed that could have been used by a really sick person.
Well, Cuckoo, how you doing? Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That was Flo calling.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don and Mike. I'm calling about Susan.
Hold on a second. Flo Joe. Flo from the TV show Alice. Flo and Eddie, the Turtles.
King of the Flows.
King of the Flows. And Floby.
Shut out.
Floby.
Complete shutout. I right after Flo from Alice, I didn't have any more flows.
King of the Flows. Hey, all you flows.
Let it flow.
I'm your new king. How you doing?
Let your love flow. Thank you, Paul.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
How old is Susan? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just wondering.
She's 47. I think Ted is 50. And the ratings show they're doing a super job of it.
I don't know. I think she's in her 30s.
Sorry.
She's in her 30s. We really have no idea how old she is.
Probably
Has
her
she,
30s.
Always lived through her family? I don't think she's going to do it.
Again, these are
her family, what her family thinks.
These are many questions that we've never bothered to ask her.
And I think people are split right down the middle. Those who think she's going to go through with it and those who think she's not.
Well, I listen to my family and pretty much live my life through theirs, and for what they think, and I am miserable. I feel really sorry for her, and I believe that she's going to choose.
Why would you do that? Why don't you
I
think?
don't know. It's pathetic.
Why don't you think for yourself and do what you want?
You know what? I worry about what people think.
No, families can exert a lot of control over the way you think, and sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be awful.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's the celebrity you think you most resemble?
Oh, I was a waitress, and one guy told me Sandra Bullock. When I look in the mirror, I see a cross between Roseanne and what's that one woman? Rosie.
Rosie O'Donnell and Roseanne Barr?
Hold on a second. I heard Sandra Bullock, and then I heard Rosie.
Well, that's what someone told me, and I was real thin then, and I don't know. When I gain weight, I kind of go towards the Roseanne look.
Now, is it Roseanne or is Rosie O'Donnell?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of both. On the face and in the middle part,
I would do Roseanne Barr an hour before I would do Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, if it was who would you do Battle of the Rosies, I would do Roseanne Barr in a second.
I might go with you on that one simply because of the knowledge.
She knows what's going on.
She does. She probably could. I know this might sound ludicrous, but she could probably please a man.
Oh, she could please a man in many different ways.
What are we doing?
She could please a man with her armpit, I bet.
What are we talking about?
Roseanne Barr could.
We're both looking at each other like the same way, like, yes.
Yeah, listen, say what you will about her. Roseanne Barr probably knows her way around a bedroom. Right?
Right, that's true.
I know what I'm doing. I know what you like. Tom liked it. The bodyguard liked it.
Who do you guys think I look like?
My ex-husband from the trailer liked it.
When I was a Mormon, they liked it.
What was that?
We're just talking. We're doing a little thing on Roseanne here.
Oh, okay.
On Roseanne Barr.
She was Mormon?
Whatever her name is. Yes, she was Mormon for a while. She was. That's not a gag.
Well, so was I.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I live in Las Vegas.
I tell you, I'm thinking about converting to Mormon when I see that commercial that's all over TV, the one about the Book of Mormon. That lady walking up on the beach by the lighthouse. She moves me, man.
I didn't see that one.
She touches me.
It's a commercial for some kind of Jesus book, right?
Yeah,
the Book of Mormon.
And the missionaries come to your house.
Right. Yeah.
And
the only thing good about them is a missionary position. That's a hell of a position.
That's the only position they do, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And really, what other positions are really necessary?
Well.
Now, if that's really it, I couldn't be a Mormon.
I like doggy.
And if they don't allow that.
I like mommy on top.
That's a good one, too. All those. See, I can tell that your son's away. You're thinking about that, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am.
Mommy on top. Mommy on top tonight.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don and Mike, how you doing?
Hi, they sound like Ronald Reagan, like call my wife Mommy.
Mommy on top.
Mommy.
Well.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
This is Richard from Sacramento.
Yes,
I agree with you 100% about Susan. Man,
what about her?
I hope she doesn't weasel, and that Ted guy, you guys are 100% right. I got a weird vibe off of him.
Yeah, well, listen, we got 4 days. We'll see what happens. Susan's gonna join us here in the next hour, and we're going to get the final 3 or 4 guys. We're going to call them, tell them they're the finalists, and then set it up for her to come down here tomorrow and actually pick one of them, with my help, of course, face-to-face tomorrow.
Right.
Right on.
And then we have, listen.
One other comment. There's no rule in the Mormon Church about what positions.
Oh,
Whatever
good.
you want, baby.
Excellent.
Here's another
You know, I think that I'm a nice person. I don't hurt people.
Susan.
Barbara Streisand.
Mike.
Oh, that wasn't Susan?
Good job. Here we go.
Okay, one more. Give us one more.
Oh, I got a few more.
All right.
Well, there's an old Cantonese saying. Now,
Uncle Charlie.
Oh, way to go.
Robbie doesn't like custard.
There's one thing Robbie likes. He likes my... All right.
Okay, let's hear it.
And then one more.
Okay.
I am a jelly donut.
Gordon Liddy.
Oh, you're good TV icon, guy. Oh, you're good. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don.
Baldy.
Thanks for doing such an awesome job on the show.
Oh, listen, we love doing this show.
And I just have one problem.
Yes.
I'm really upset that you're not going to be doing the Redskins pregame, which I hope will translate into the fact that your advertisers...
Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Baldy.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Is that hair gel?
Oh. All right. Oh, that's a great way to change the topic.
And that, to me, is also the best way to identify the fact that you have seen the movie Something About Mary.
Oh, my God. That is the... I don't want to say the funniest movie I've ever seen.
It's certainly the funniest movie I've seen in recent memory.
But I gotta put it up there with a movie like Animal House.
Absolutely.
That when I left the theater, I was laughing out loud. When I got in the car, I was laughing out loud.
Right.
When I woke up on Sunday morning, I was thinking about the movie There's Something About Mary, and I was laughing about it on Sunday morning.
You want to hear something sick?
Yeah?
After the movie, I went into the restroom. I had to go to the bathroom real bad. I was in the stall laughing out loud.
Yeah, you can't. You think it's a great comedy when you are just reflecting back on it, and little things remind you of it. And I've still got that picture in my mind of Ben Stiller coming to the door when he sees her after he's, and it's so funny.
But now that I've seen it, there's so many things that I don't want to talk about because. It's a movie that really people should go see because
you got to see it.
It's not like not like Armageddon and all the other pieces of crap out there. Man, There's Something About Mary is a funny movie,
and it makes me realize that great comedies like Animal House, they're crafted. I mean, there's real thought put into their gags.
As weird as it sounds like with a movie like that, that's all about things that come out of guys' bodies and stuff.
They actually put it into a situation where they maximize the laugh, and those guys, the Farrelly brothers, I hope they're around for a long time, and I hope they give us some more of these because they're on a roll right now, and I hope it continues.
Well, that movie.